So, brand new for March 2021, Microsoft and Xbox have finally got round to releasing a wireless headset for the Xbox Series X and Series S. It's obviously a wireless headset and it offers a USB-C charging cable inside, so that means it's got USB-C charging built in. It's obviously wireless, pairs directly to your console for high fidelity sound according to Microsoft. It's got on-the-go audio, so you can connect it to your mobile phone, which I have tried with an Apple iOS device, and it does play music really well. Crystal clear chat, eliminate background noise with voice isolation and auto mute, which I'll have a look a bit further on, and also adjust the headband, which I should hope you can do with a pair of headphones like this, over-ear headphones. But anyway, they've got to fill the back up with something. So just before we get into the details of the video, this headset has been purchased by myself and all views are my own and are not influenced by any third party. I'll place an affiliate link for this headset in the description box below, which will be an affiliate link, which just means you shouldn't pay any more for the product, but I get a small amount of the profits which goes towards my channel and making these videos. So let's get the label off here, the security tag, and let's have a look and see what the box looks like inside. Let's get it open, and it looks like it's presented quite nice actually. It's a bit like the Series X when you open that. It's presented to you sort of at an angle in the box, so all very good. The box is going to go in the bin in a minute, so anyway, let's get the headset out and have a look. It feels quite good in the hand actually. It feels nice and heavy, not too heavy where it's going to weigh your head down. Let's just have a look inside the bottom of the box, see if we get the cable. We do. So I don't think that's disappointing or not. It's got a USB-A by the looks. Yeah, USB-A to USB-C. So maybe a USB-C to USB-C would have been nice, or at least an adapter, considering that's the way we're going. You get the old instructions in there, which being a bloke, quickly scan over and then chuck to one side. And then we'll get on with charging the headset up in a second. So there we go. That's what you get in the box. So let's have a quick look at the headset itself. So it feels well built. Feels nicely balanced as well, not too cheap feeling, feels like a nice build quality. And you've then got the dials on either ear cup. So the one on the right ear cup does the volume up and down, and the one on the left ear cup works exactly the same way, but that one adjusts the balance between the game and the chat audio. You've then got the microphone, the boom here, so it's sort of on a flexible arm, this one. You've also got the mute button on the underside here, which I will show you in a bit more detail with a light a bit further into the video, but you basically push the button to mute the microphone. I'll just take this plastic sleeve off the end. And apparently with this headset, Microsoft has built in an auto mute feature which automatically mutes the headset mic when you aren't speaking, so hopefully when you're playing it won't pick up any background noise that sometimes interferes when you're gaming. On the inside of the ear cushions, you've got the standard mesh you can see there, just protecting the speaker. The ear cushions themselves are really soft and nice when you've got them on your head. Feel really comfy. Also, the actual mechanism to come out sort of clicks as you go down, but it's sort of a soft click, and they come out quite far. I've got quite a big head, and they fit me nice. Fit me better than my Turtle Beach 700s do. But yeah, they're a good range on the expandability. On the back of the ear cup, you've got your USB-C charging port just there. And on the other eardrum, you've got the on-off button, which is that green button, and also the sync button if you keep it in for longer than 4 seconds. So time to get them charged up. I'm just using the standard cable that comes in the box, and as you can see, it is really short. Microsoft says you can charge in place, so you can have it plugged in. However, you're going to have to buy yourself a new USB-A to USB-C cable if you want to charge and play while using this headset. So just before I show you the headset getting synced to the Xbox, I just wanted to show you this little LED light on the left ear cup there. And you see it's flashing at the moment, which is indicating that it's charging. It does flash white and pulses different ways to indicate different things. For example, it'll do a fast flashing orange light if the battery is critical and stuff like that. So I just wanted to show you that. Also, I forgot to mention about if there's any rotation on the actual ear cups. And you can see there's a small bit of angle adjustment when it goes onto your head. But obviously when they open up, it sort of sits flush anyway. So okay, so with all that being said, let's get the Xbox Wireless Headset synced to my Xbox Series X. So you've got the small green button on the left ear cup on the back side of it, and you just push it briefly to switch it on, or keep your finger on it. I think it's longer than 4 seconds to go into sync mode. And then once it switches on, you hear the noise, and then you'll hear this sort of beeping as it's searching for something to sync to that you can hear in the background now. Obviously I've not pushed my sync button on the Xbox Series X yet, but you can see the light flashing there. So I'm just going to push the button on my Xbox Series X, and then we should get the headset synchronized to the actual Xbox. And then you should see on the screen that it shows that it has connected. And as always with these things, your headset needs an update. Every time you switch something on, everything needs an update. Anyway, so I'm going to switch the controller on and then update the headset. And then update now. And whilst the Xbox updates the headset, I'm going to speed this part of the video up, because obviously you don't want to sit watching a bar go across the screen. I think it took it about 2 or 3 minutes to complete the update, so not long at all. Depending on your internet connection, that might vary. But once it's all updated, the headset gets reassigned, and then we can just click on the close button. And then we just need to go into the Xbox accessories. Like so, I've got it on the home screen, but if you don't know how to get to it, all you need to do is push the home button, scroll across to your profile, go down to settings, click on that, and then down here we need to go to devices and connections in your settings, and then across to accessories, and it opens the accessories page up. And from here we can then configure our headset. So I'll just click on the 3 dots below just to show you what that looks like. And in here it just shows you which firmware where you are running, and also who the headset is assigned to, and in my case CraftyDoctor. I'm going to click on configure, and let's go through the menu in here. So you've got the first thing on the top of the list is equaliser, and on the top of the equaliser list, you've then got your different frequency range on the right, which you can alter. You've got some presets that you can go for. As you can see there, game, heavy bass, movie, music, speech, and you've got a customize one, which you can then go and customize these into maybe a way that you like to listen to the headset. So you adjust the frequency range, and then that is your customized set. You can then go back and obviously pick up a different one. If you wanted speech as a standard one, you can see them alter as you pick up the different preset, predefined ones. I'm going to leave it on game. You've then got the bass boost, which goes up to a total of 12. They're already quite bassy as a headset is, so I'm just going to leave it set to off. So next up in the settings, we've got auto mute, and according to Microsoft, auto mute silences your mic when you're not speaking. When enabled, the sensitivity ranges from low, some sounds are muted, to high, where most sounds are muted. So moving on to the next setting, you've got the mute light, where you've got options for low, medium and high. And the mute light I found a bit strange really, because it's hard to see the actual light on the end of the microphone. You have to sort of bend your eyes down to your left hand cup when you are playing a game to see if it's muted or not. So it's in a bit of a strange position. That's the light we're talking about there on the end of the microphone, and you can adjust the intensity by adjusting the setting in here. So the mute light currently is on medium, and when you change the setting in this app, you will see it change on the video that's rolling just in the middle there. It's a bit hard to make out. It might be easier to see in the dark. I don't usually sit there playing in the dark, so I just find the idea a bit strange really. You've obviously got the mic mute button on the underside of the actual microphone, which is just there, and when you push the actual button, you get the audio cue to say that you've pushed the button, so you know it's gone on and off. And also the mute light changes. So when the light's on, it's unmuted, and when the light's off, it is muted. So it's muted with the lights off, like so. And when you push the button on again, so now the mic is live when the light is on. And last but not least, we have mic monitoring in the menu. And we've got off, low, medium or high. And this is the setting that you can have so you can hear your microphone back in the headset. So depending on that, if you like to have that quite loud or quite low, would depend on what setting you have here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the connecting the headset onto a PC. So I'll try and cover this a bit quickly, but I'm using an Xbox, the adapter for connecting a controller and headsets to a PC. So I've just got it plugged into a USB-A port. I've had this Xbox dongle for a while now. So headset. To resync it, obviously you've got to push the green button on the left ear cup to get it into sync mode. I've just turned it off, so I just need to push it again to turn it back on, and it should go into its sync mode, start flashing. I'm just going to push the dongle button, and then the two will sync together like they do on your Xbox, and then at that point Microsoft prompt will pop up on the Windows 10 PC if you're using Windows 10, telling you that it's connected. And for some strange reason, when you do connect it on your Windows 10 PC, you get the prompt that says a Xbox controller has been connected, even though it's a headset. But it does all work as expected. And the last bit I'm going to cover in the video is a sound test. I'm going to test the mic on the headset against a Yeti mic, which is in this next section now. Okay, so we're going to do a quick test of the microphone on this headset. So as you can hear, it's using this mic at the moment, and I'll compare it and do it sort of to a Yeti that I've got it plugged into the same PC in a second. So I'm just going to read a paragraph off the Xbox support website. Hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference between the this Microsoft Xbox headset and the Yeti, which I'm going to show you in a sec. So let's read the paragraph out. So to charge your Xbox Wireless headset, connect it to your console using the USB-C cable provided with the headset. The headset's charging port is located on the lower back of the right ear cup. When the headset is not in use, 30 minutes of charging can provide up to 4 hours of battery life, and 3 hours of charging will be completely recharge the headset, providing up to 15 hours of battery life depending on usage. Okay, so that's the microphone that's built into the headset. So let's swap over to the Yeti and then read out the same actual paragraph. Okay, so now I've got the Yeti plugged in, recording it in the same software on the PC. Obviously the only difference is I'm using the Yeti mic for this audio. Now hopefully you should be able to tell the difference quite substantially, otherwise I've wasted all my money on this Yeti mic. But it gives you an idea of the difference between how the two sound. And the Xbox recording that you listened to earlier is not an exact science to it. It will sound slightly different when you're listening to it in headsets and stuff like that, but it gives you an idea of the actual sound coming through. So let's read out the paragraph again. So to charge your Xbox wireless headset, connect it to your console using the USB-C cable provided with the headset. The headset's charging port is located on the lower back of the right ear cup. When the headset is not in use, 30 minutes of charging can provide up to 4 hours of battery life, and 3 hours of charging will completely recharge the headset, providing up to 15 hours of battery life depending on usage. So that's the mic test done for this Xbox wireless headset. Unfortunately, obviously I can't show you what it sounds like because it will sound different depending on what device you are listening to. But to describe what it sounds like, I would say by default it's a deep, bassy, full sound. Obviously you can tweak that using the customizations which I showed you earlier in the video, but in the default settings it is very deep, it goes very loud, and it's a very full sound. And compared to my Turtle Beach Stealth 700s, it's a lot more fuller sound than them. It's maybe not as in the high range, doesn't pick up as much in the high range, but that can be tweaked within the customizations in the equaliser settings. Okay, so there we have it. That's my review of Microsoft's Xbox official headset. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please do subscribe to my channel, CraftyDoctor, on YouTube. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, and also hit the bell icon to be alerted to any new videos I make. And thanks again for watching CraftyDoctor on YouTube.